Season, we're talking about the City Ballet's production of the Nutcracker. From the elaborate stage elements to the movements, the visuals, the performance continues to captivate audiences to this day. Joining us now is principal dancer Emma von Enck, who is performing the Sugar Plum Fairy and the Dewdrop in New York City's ballet production of the Nutcracker. Welcome. So good to have you with us. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Good, good, good. So why do you think this show resonates and is just so special to so many people all around the world?
I think the story of the Nutcracker, it grew in popularity in the 1800s, but honestly, it's Tchaikovsky's musical score that I think makes it so iconic. Whether or not anyone has seen the ballet, if you hear the music when you're holiday shopping, it's just the music is so beautiful, and I think resonates with so many people, as well as it's such a nostalgic story about the holidays, just the magic of Christmas as a child, and just kind of seeing that creatively come to life. I think honestly a lot of dancers at holiday parties might have a jump scare when they hear the music, just because there's like foundational memories with that. But I think that just any person who hears that music is just such a pinnacle of what makes it so special.
Emma, while we're watching you and listening to you speak, we're showing video of your work, and you're so magnificent. It's got to be so rewarding for you to be a part of this production. What's your favorite dance to perform, and why is it so special to you?
I think that, George Balanchine's Nutcracker, there are so many special moments, and I went through so many different roles just in my time at the company, and I think that there's so many special moments, but one of my favorite recently is doing Dewdrop, and that's when you get a dance with the flowers. And I used to be a little too short in stature to do the dance of the flowers. I was more of like a marzipan Spanish. But when you first come out, there's a very powerful moment where the flower's already out there and the music swells to a beautiful crescendo as you run out, and it's one of the most. You get to be with your friends, and it's just so beautiful. The audience kind of gasps as you can run out on stage.
You're a professional, obviously. The choreography is so intricate and so special in the show. Is there anything that still poses a challenge for you? Are there any tricky parts, or have you basically seen and done everything at this point in your career?
Oh, there will always be parts that can be better. I just think as a technician, you don't want to lose sight of always, every show's different, bringing the magic each time, but there's definitely a little turn kind of diagonal where you come forward in the variation of the Sugar Plum Fairy, where you do the very technical turn, but double pirouettes from fifth, and it kind of depends on your shoes and the tempo. And that is always one that I think about before it starts, hoping that there's always room for improvement for me in that part. Let's just say that.
You were promoted to principal this year, which had to have been a tremendous feather in your cap. How have you grown as a dancer since joining this company?
I think that, again, my first exposure to George Balanchine's Nutcracker was the 1993 film we had on VHS that was kept on rotation all times of the year, honestly. I had two sisters who also do ballet. And so I think when I came to New York and I saw it for the first time, my sister was just getting in the company. She dances with me at New York City Ballet, and I couldn't believe how similar it was to the film. It was just as magical. I kind of thought that that was for the film, but I realized it was the exact same. And so when I will never forget that first show of getting to do the Nutcracker, George Balanchine's, it was such a dream come true moment, just so special. But then I realized we do 49 in the run. So that was also a realization when you first get in the company that, wow, this is a marathon. It's not just a sprint. So you usually have every show when you first join. So that was also, I was like, okay, this is a dream, but also, got responsibilities. 49.
A lot of days of sore feet, right?
Yes.
Well, Emma, we thank you so much for taking the time. Watching your work on screen is it's breathtaking. You're brilliant at what you do. Continued success and congratulations, and thank you again. And have a great holiday season to both you and your family. That's principal dancer Emma von Enck with the New York City Ballet. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And New York City Ballet's production of George Balanchine, the Nutcracker, runs from now until January 5th. So if you have an opportunity to check it out, please do.
Good morning. So we got a changeable weather.